Hello guys, Jay back with another video of Catia V5, and in this video I will show you how to design this particular part on the right hand screen, as you can see. So this is the continuation series of practice for beginner design, and this is going to be video number 4. Do not forget to check the previous 3 videos to know and understand each and every process. So let's get started. So in here you can see that this particular part, it's It's pretty obvious that it is a simple part, but I want to design and show you how would I personally like to design it. So I'm going to open part and I'm going to name it as part number 4. And inside it, I will choose, you can choose any plane to start with. It's not that particular, but I know that as this part is symmetrical about the axis, I will just make one half of it and mirror the other half. Or I can simply make whichever way you personally feel comfortable. You can start with that and then try to figure out what would be the best scenario in order for you to make it happen. So, first things first, you can start with the base if you want to. So, let's say this is isometric view, and I'm going to just make a center rectangle right in the middle of the particular dimension, as we can see. So, the length is going to be 45 plus 35 plus 10, which is going to be 45 plus 30. If you're not sure, you can always add using Katia itself. It will give you 90 and it's going to be 60 right here on the other side as well. For the width, 60. There we go. So now I can exit out. I can use the pad feature. I know the thickness is 10, so I add the thickness to be 10. So I got the base plate for this particular part ready. So now if I want, I can simply come on to this top view. And again, I like to work in isometric, so it's just my personal preference. I'm going to project the back end and make it as construction. So for making it as construction, either I can double click on and make it as a construction element, or I can simply single click it left, single click once and click here for construction element. And don't forget to press escape and then undo the construction element. Otherwise, whatever sketch you are going to make after this will also be a construction element. So just avoid that. So I'm going to use a simple rectangle now instead of a center rectangle. I have to just make the side of it. So I'm going to use this way. So it's already constrained. I'm just going to add thickness of, so thickness of that particular face is also 10. So 10 and 10 on both the sides. I'm going to extrude that as well. I'm going to pad it. So it's going to be 70 minus 10 because we have already extruded it 10, so we don't need to. So it's going to be 60 on this side. So we got L shape. Well, some of you might think that, okay, instead of having two things or making so many steps, I could have simply made an L shape from the side view and done it, which is correct as well. That's what I'm saying. There are so many ways of doing the same thing, right? Nothing is wrong, but I also know that it is symmetrical, so I can use whichever feature I want to. So it's all up to you. Let me show you what other option could be after completion of this part through this way. I will quickly show you that what else I could have done. So for the same, now the things that are left is the stiffener and also the blocks in the middle. So I'm going to show you how would I make that. So center rectangle once again. I'm going to use center rectangle, dimension it. So it says 15 this way. So you say 15 this way and 35 this way. 35 and I have to dimension it with respect to the middle. which is from the middle till here is 20 right here. That's a fixed constraint. I can simply pocket it through all or any big dimension that you want to. That's all up to you. I'm going to use the same principle right here. It's already in the middle, so I don't need to. So I can simply dimension it. As it says, it's a 15 square. So it's 15 on both the sides. 15 this way along the length and also along the width. I'm going to do the same thing, exit out, click on pocket, click out. There we go. I have both of them now. But wait a sec, it's not in the middle though. I forgot to make any changes, my bad. So the sketch is not starting from here. It's center rectangle, but not probably in the middle of the part. So 15 on both the sides. 15 on both the sides. And then the dimension from here on the one side is 25. So this one is 25. So this one dimension is 25, unlike the other ones. There we go. I hope it's visual. Exit out. Yeah, there we go. So now we can add stiffeners. I will simply make a sketch on the left side on one of the edges. I have to project it, or let me try with just a particular line. But still, I need to have a projection to showcase where to start and where to end. So two lines with construction, click OK. Do not forget to unselect construction. Make a straight line that you want to have and dimension it accordingly. So I know that the base, I need to leave 10 from the base to one edge. So this is going to be 10. And from the top as well, it's 10 as well. So from top till this particular point is 10. So both sides 10 each. I'm going to exit out. So I have stiffener conditions ready. I can come here. Next to solid combine, I have stiffener. It says invalid profile. So I can see that it was showing an error. I do know it's 10. Let me try if it works. There we go. So the stiffener. So the error it was showing is invalid profile because of the fact that it was trying to make it on both sides, but on one side we don't have any physical material. We just have option to extrude it towards one side where we have other two bodies as well. So that's why I did this way. So now I can simply select stiffener and use mirror feature. And mirroring element is going to be this particular plane along that, and here we have it, right? So this is one way of designing it. I'm just going to quickly save it, and this is going to be part 4. So Catia part 4. I'm going to quickly save it, part 4, and let's say. So this is going to be, so this was the easy way of designing the same part. If I have to design it in slightly complex but time efficient way, what I would do is I'm going to delete everything. What I would have done is I know that this L-shape feature is mirror and symmetrical about everywhere. So I will come to this particular plane. I will make an L shape. Either I could have simply made an L shape and extruded it, make an L shape. So now what I will do is I know that this whole entire thing is 70 right here, and this length is 60 right here. So I don't need to be very particular about where exactly to start from, or I could simply keep this right here on it, and this particular point to be coincided with this right here. Coincide, there we go. Fully constrained, exit out. I have two options. Either I can simply switch between generator shape design. I know this is weird, that I'm going all the way around and then trying to make something happen. So two ways is I can go 45 and 45, right? So 45 each side, mirror extend 45 and 45, and I click OK. And then if I just simply want, I can add thickness to it once I go back to the part design, because uh, part designing and shape designing or generative shape designing are compatible with each other. So I can do this. So I can add thick surface to this particular part right here. So I can see the direction as well. I want to add it in this way. So offset is going to be, I know the thickness is 10. So let's see. There we go. This thing have 10 thickness throughout way. So now if I want to add stiffener, I can simply do the same thing that I did in the previous video. Add L shape, I already have it. I'm going to project these two lines, make a line. So this process is going to be the same. This thing cannot change. This is again 10. I make it 10 and do the same thing in here as well. 10 and 10 right here. Exit out. Go to stiffener. Add stiffener. Neutral fiber, one side, 10, it says good. I'm going to use the stiffener, mirror it about this particular plane, and I can make pockets as well. So if I really wanted to make any pocket or extrusion, I could have simply made it on the extruded surface as well. So like instead of me coming here and doing the same thing, I could have made changes to that. But anyways, now we are already here in the part design. You can simply add a center rectangle and to the same feature, dimension it whatever you want it to. It's 15, 15 one side, 35 the other side, and then it's going to be from here till here, 20. There we go. And then pocket it through all, doesn't matter. So I can hide this particular skin. Same goes here as well. Make a center rectangle. Dimension it, 15 both sides. 15 this way, 15 this way, and 25 from the edge. That helps a lot. And there you go. Exit out. Pocket it through all. I'm going to hide this particular line. Hide. There we go. Again, the same thing is made in slightly different way using part design feature. So that's pretty much it in this particular video. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe for watching similar sort of video. So this was part 4 of the continuation of the series. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Take it easy. Bye.